Attention. Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. Just a quick heads up, our show reflects our individual opinions, which may not align with the standpoint of the podcast, our featured guests, or any related corporate entities. Our mission? To illuminate through laughter and satire because everyone needs a good chuckle. Chill out and don't stress over the small stuff. Legal troubles? No, thank you. Cancel culture? Please spare us. We'd rather keep this space lawsuit free. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast. Hey everybody, we back again.
We're back. We're back like a Cadillac.
Okay. All right. Nice. Sponsored by Cadillac.
Yeah.
I wish. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Christ. Have to pay us so much money. I'm Spencer, and of course we have our licensed clinical therapist, Naz.
Dr. Nas, folks. Nice to meet you.
Remember, hey, don't take us too serious now.
Or do. Completely up to you.
Wow, look at that. It's like it rhymed. Don't forget to rub those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it.
Boy.
I didn't turn black this time. Nice. Finally.
Inside joke. Oh, no, you got bubbles that time. I saw the bubbles come up from your computer.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Yep.
So today we are doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oops. There it is. There it is. I don't know where my angles are. So this is the new 2023 movie that came out, made by Seth Rogen and I think some of the team from the Spider-Man movies, Into the Spider-Verse, I want to say. I think so. If not, my bad. But yeah, so we are going to be talking about a few things. We're talking about puking. We're going to be talking about ADHD, having strength, leading, puking again, and then also what it means to kind of quit and have acceptance. So we got a few topics to talk about while Nas is grabbing all of his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nazir, anything before we get into the pod?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtle on the half shell. Turtle power. Yeah. Fuck you, man. So I was watching it. Yes, saw it in summer. Went to a super sus theater in Virginia when I was on vacation, and they didn't have air conditioning. It was moist.
What you doing here, boy?
Boy, it was weird. I was so hot. I was like having a panic attack the whole time. There was like weird mannequins throughout the entire movie theater. So it was like, they were like dressed up, super creepy.
Why did you also get like a lisp? You're so creepy.
So creepy. It was so weird. But I knew there were so many like funny things. Like the comedy is very well written.
Right.
A lot of funny, a lot of quick jabs, kind of a lot of cool anime related things too. There's a lot of nerdy, geeky stuff in this, which is quite fabulous. But I think the biggest thing that sticks out for me, yeah, of course, you got them going through their coming of age. You got the dad with the kind of empty nester stuff, which I kind of wanted to talk about, was the dad empty nesting. And like all the kids are gone. They don't want to be around him. And then he finds love at the end of it. It's a wonderful story arc of him. But one funny thing is puking. So we're going to talk about that and anxiety. We have a little quick video of ADHD and how it is to be my friend. And the biggest thing is being a mutant, being weird, being neurodivergent, being autistic, being different, being queer, whatever it is.
Mm.
And everyone's like, I hate you. And you're like, why the fuck do you hate me? And they're like, oh, we don't even want you being around. And so we're going to get into some really good talks about that feeling. And I'm going to talk about me being sad as shit yesterday. I'm going to use some stories about me not getting a job, and all of you know, and feeling horrific, feeling very sad, very nauseous, and crying. So we're going to have some fun and talk about this shit. And you're going to let, you know, I was depressed as fuck yesterday. So let's get into it.
We better have some fun.
I'm about to milk this turtle. We're going to milk the turtle. It's a reference in the show.
All right, let's get into it.
It's a reference in the show. Supposedly, they keep saying, hey, you can't milk a turtle. You don't have nipples. And then at the end of the show, he's like, they milk you? I told you they milk you. Yeah, we're getting in trouble with that. Jackie Chan accent. So.
It's a Jackie Chan.
I don't want to get worse. So. All right, let's get into it. Let's
get into it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
let's milk it.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Milk.
Hey everyone, have you been looking for something to help you when you feel extra fidgety? How about when you have a sensory overload? Well, I'm here to introduce you to the Oh No Fidget Roller. It helps me regulate and also feel at ease. The Ono roller comes in 5 different materials, including plastic, aluminum, steel, titanium, and silicone. You can use our code DSP10 to get 10% off your order when you visit onoroller.com and get your roll on.
Angelo. Hey, I'm Michelangelo. Perfecto.
That makes you Leonardo.
No, it
Nardo.
No.
Hey, Nardo.
Dude, it could be Leon Ardo. That's a cool name, Leon.
Leonardo. He's sensitive.
Nardo.
Hey, well, at least I'm not Puke Girl. That is a bad nickname.
Hey, we don't know if that's his puke girl. It could say poke girl. Maybe this girl just likes tuna.
Oh my God, are you Puke Girl?
She's Puke Girl.
Y'all know that does not say poke.
All right, stop. Listen. I told you, ever since I was young, I wanted to be a journalist. And so I thought I could read the morning announcements. And, you know, well, it didn't go so well. I don't know, maybe the cameras and the attention got to me, and the anxiety made me feel like I was gonna explode, and so, well...
You didn't.
I did.
Feel the rain on your skin.
I went viral. I was remixed. Memed. The sound even trended on TikTok. I thought if I use a paper to find Superfly and get prom uncanceled, I can remain firmly off camera, but also maybe, I don't know, be known for something cool instead of...
What, being Puke Girl? You don't want that anymore? No?
Great, laugh, whatever. But maybe you're not the only ones who want to be heroes so people like them, okay? Can we go?
That was so exhilarating. The adrenaline pumping in my veins
What?
is crazy.
Superfly's making a deal with Bad Bernie's guys tonight in an hour under the Brooklyn Bridge.
We show up in Bernie's van with the goods, and boom! Superfly is caught in our web. Did you get that, April? Did you film that?
Sorry, am I supposed to film all the stuff you do? Because a lot of it's dumb.
Yes!
I'll do the talking. Hey, I'm a gangster. I got my puff and my Timbs. I need my bacon, egg, and cheese, too. You got the good Superfly?
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
With the puffer and the Timbs.
Yo, let me get that bacon, egg, and cheese.
With the bed, with the bed, you heard? We outside, we outside.
You heard? Yerk.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna help people like you. Just being honest.
Let me get bacon, egg, and cheese.
Roll. Uh-oh.
You good, guys?
Monstrous mutant
Oh, no.
rampage.
through downtown New York. The only question is, do we capture them for experimentation or kill them on sight?
If you're just joining us, mutants are attacking the city.
A rash of monsters in New York is taking over Times Square.
We don't know what they are, but there will be a military response.
Destroying buildings, cars, and everything in their path.
Widespread destruction and chaos.
One thing I know, I hate mutants.
Sightings of the turtles and the message in their path has been greatly disturbing.
It's them!
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go down how we wanted it to.
They hate us.
They think we're villains.
No, worse. They think we're monsters.
We're never gonna be normal.
Look, guys, April was right. We were doing this for the wrong reasons. So I know we only wanted to be heroes to be accepted, but even though it looks like we'll never be accepted, I still think we should try to be heroes.
But how? Every plan we've had has failed.
Plan? You're complaining we don't have a plan? Mikey, what do you do better than anyone, even Mark Ruffalo?
Improvise.
It's impossible.
Oh, says the guy who has read more comics where people are fighting giant monsters than anyone on Earth.
I mean, I have,
You
but...
must be able to think of a way to stop something like that.
Of course! Attack on Titan! Giant monsters attack, and they have one weakness! On the backs of their necks!
Yes, and the blowhole is exactly that.
That's it! If we can get this thing into that thing's blowhole, it'll go into its bloodstream. I bet it'll deimmunize it.
There you go! Deimmunize the big monster! And Raph, it's time to go loud.
Loud?
Real loud. As loud as you've ever gone. Use that rage of yours. Use it to help us.
Okay, I will.
We gotta get you into therapy, man.
You know, just then, for the first time in your life, you didn't sound lame. Yeah, she sounded like a leader.
I do? Oh, I do! Oh, I sound like such a leader. Holy crap, that's so dope.
And you ruined it.
Let's do this! Dear Lord, this helmet was a good investment. Not on my watch.
Not great. Not great at all. No, very good. Yeah.
If you're just joining us, an army of mutants that appears to be led by 4 turtle men is attacking the city with a giant whale monster.
Keep rolling. I got the real story. April O'Neil here. And... April O'Neil here, reporting live with new and confirmed information. A fly monster is attacking the city, but the turtle teens, along with the rat, warthog, stingray, crocodile, bat, frog, lizard, and cockroach lady, are in fact fighting against the monster in an attempt to save New York. The giant monster is bad, but the mutants you see here are in fact good. Sorry, I really thought I got past that. That's the thing for my past. Anyway, as I was saying.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about our new collaborator, Toink Toys. They have a wide selection of, you guessed it, toys and other great collectibles. They have products from Marvel, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and everything pop culture. You could say they put the toy in Toink. So go check them out at toink.com and use our code Different Spectrums Podcast to get 10% off your entire order today.
You having trouble there? Jesus Christ.
I'm good.
Okay. We back again.
We're back. And we're live. Just like ooze. I love a good, ooze. It's live, it's oozing, ooze.
Did they use the word ooze?
So it's like a certain thing in there where he's like, y'all got into the gook. And they're like, or the putty or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or the toxic waste. And he's like, we like to call it ooze.
There you go.
He's like, ooze just how, and then they all just go, ooh, it's the most autistic thing. Ooh, they're just going, ooze, ooze. And then Ice Cube with Superfly. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Perfect guy to get.
I know. Superfly.
So, before we get into it, go check out all of our great collaborators. We have a bunch of them, so go check them out in the link in the description below. You can get up to 20% off your entire order by using our various codes. Go do it. You can get your discounts while you check out, and then also you can help support your pod,
You good?
the one you love.
The one you love.
Yeah.
The ooze.
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 Ooze. All right, so go check. That's pus. It's different.
Same. Not if it's coming out of my body. That shit's ooze.
If it's green, it's ooze.
Any turtles around here?
I got one. Oh my God. Will you take care of me forever and ever? No. Anyways,
It's like my clients. No.
No.
You're on your own.
Just show them. Get out.
Instantly die. Jesus.
Alrighty. Well.
Well.
So, like I said, we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem today. Mutant Mayhem. What is Ninja Turtles all about? You ever try to soak some amphibians into some green stuff?
I like.
That's what you got.
Is what you got. I feel like it's like when you're making Fruit Loops, and you
go on,
and you put your milk in there.
Yeah.
And you let it sit.
Do the Fruit Loops grow? Idiot.
It turns into something different. I tell you that.
Okay. So,
when you poop, it's rainbow colored. It's gay. When you poop, gay.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Have you ever wanted a rat as your father? Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey.
When you have 4 autistic turtles, what do you get? Ninja Turtles.
What do you call 4 autistic turtles and Jackie Chan is a rat?
Ninjas?
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja.
So, before we actually get into it, favorite turtle. You have to pick one. I don't want to hear this bullshit about like, oh, well, you know, I got personality in this one and this one. Just pick one, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go with the dumb one that likes pizza. He the orange one.
Michelangelo. Huh?
I don't remember the names. You know, I'm stupid.
Well, that's lovely.
Yep.
That's good.
I got the ADHD pizza one that's just fucking around.
That's Michelangelo.
That's him.
There you go. All right. Yep. Fair enough. You like the pizza one. I thought you'd be more of a Ralph.
Angry,
Raphael.
Big boy, protector.
Yeah.
Right? You know?
Damn.
Yeah. Danger. Watch yourself.
You remember the live action when he's in, I think we did a show.
We did.
A pod on that one. Yeah. When he's like, and then he misses out on Casey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when I posted it the other day. When you see something when you first log on Instagram and then it refreshes to you, so it's like, damn it. Get back here.
So, all right, fair enough.
Yours?
Michelangelo. Definitely a Leonardo type of guy. I like Leonardo the most.
He's the leader, right? The blue guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
The blue one. Yep. Blue. I loved him because he had 2 swords. That was always dope.
There you go.
And then also, he was like the leader type. Don't get me wrong. Michelangelo's cool because he's just so chill. He just wants to eat pizza.
I just want to eat pizza, fuck around, bro.
Yeah. He's got another 2 minutes, dude.
Yep.
Keep referencing the live action one because that's all I've seen. But yeah, Leonardo. I haven't met anybody who actually likes Donatello that much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
To be fair, that's the most autistic one that is, and like no one ever likes us. So
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
No one likes the nerd.
Yeah, no one likes that autistic kid.
No one likes the one that just looks at a computer screen all day. Okay? No one likes that
Oh,
one.
you can read, motherfucker? Okay.
Oh, okay. I see you. I see you.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. And then, but yeah, all right, fair enough. I think at some point we'll probably have to do like the second live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which is still all about the ooze.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good
I
one.
love a good oozing.
All right, so do you actually want to give a little bit? I mean, everybody's seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in some form.
Yep.
Even if it's not this movie, they've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
in some form or fashion.
Everyone's gay sometimes. Continue.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I ruined the joke there. Check it. So, first scene, looking at April. She has some performance anxiety, let's say.
Yeah.
I want to call that. It's also played by Io Edibiri, who was in
The Bear.
The Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who just won her first Emmy? I want to say Emmy.
Emmy.
Yeah. Yep. Won her first Emmy, and she's Irish too. She's straight from Ireland.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right from the island.
No accent. She's actually not. She's from Boston.
Oh,
so.
that makes more sense now. She's from the island of Boston.
She's from the island of Boston. Hey, we were just talking about Boston.
Yeah, we were. The Yinzers.
Yeah.
And the racists. What's Boston known for? Racism.
Harvard Yard, you know?
Pocky cat.
Fucking Boston.
Yeah.
Paggy cat.
Pocky cat.
What a lovely accent.
I know.
Fucking jackasses. Your worst accent ever.
Worst accent
Jesus.
ever. You ever?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota, nice accent, lovely people. Boston, you sound stupid. You sound like you got hit in the head.
Don't you take care of me forever and ever?
No, I won't.
Okay. Well, end it now.
But yeah, you're right. Performance anxiety. And then, yeah, she was in The Bear. So a wonderful actress. I remember looking this up on my own. So yeah, I thought that was her. I think it was a cool version of her being like a young kid. So like this grown woman doing it, right? I feel like that relates more to a bunch of 15-year-old turtles. I think, right? I feel like it hits more spot on than like some woman following these turtles around.
Right.
And then all of them trying to hit on, like they were all trying to go out with her and they're all like 13 and she's like, they're getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this scene, I picked it specifically because it's a very good representation of anxiety. She's sitting there and I don't have to like blow V8 or manifest or figure some crazy shit out. This is straightforward. This is anxiety. This is performance anxiety. This is social anxiety. This is fear of judgment. Most of you probably don't like speaking in front of folks or doing this type of thing, podcast type of thing. Now, if you're doing it, like, I'm just going to be real with you. All of you that are on like Instagram, Facebook, and just doing reels and reels and reels of just you talking, you're a narcissist.
That's so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need love. Who hurt you? I'm sorry. So a lot of folks have trouble public speaking. For me, like I just embrace it. I know I'm a fucking idiot. I have a doctorate. It is what it is. You can believe the stuff I say. You can believe it. Don't. I'm confident in the person that who I am. And I do a lot of practice over and over and over and over. The only times I was anxious during talks is when I didn't know what I was talking about. So like a research project and you like only looked over or skimmed some of the material, very tough. But most of the time now, the talks are fun, engaging. I don't read off of things. You just go. So you see her, she buckles in as puke girl. And She walks in. She's going to do this talk on the school news channel. She freezes. Everything gets quiet. You see her start to sweat. You're looking at the note cards or the flash thing for the words. And you're like, oh my God, that's so much to say. There's so many different small things that you see in that scene that leads to the anxiety attack, that leads to the nausea, that leads to the puking. So you don't just like sit there, oh, I'm going to puke now. Like I have a lot of clients. They're like, man, I'm freaking out that I'm going to puke. Like I puked on the plane coming to school. I puked on my first day going to class. Like they're just always worried that they're going to puke. So now they get nauseous before they even leave the fucking house. Now a lot of my humans are anxious that they're going to puke. So they have anxiety about anxiety. Some of them, they've never even puked once in their life from an anxiety attack. And yet they're terrified that they're going to puke and embarrass themselves in public. I'm like, so what's the worst thing that happens? You know, people got to clean it up. You know, you get a little embarrassed. You shake it off. It's fine. They're like, but nah. You know, it's embarrassed. I'll socially be dead. Like no one's giving a shit about it. You'll be puke girl for like 2 days.
Well, I mean, yeah.
In college, a couple days. In high school, yeah, it's going to probably destroy you.
Oh yeah, that's going to last forever.
Yeah. And that's
you're going to graduate. You'll still be puke girl.
Puke. Remember that time, you know, Becky, when you puked all everywhere because you were a drug addict?
Becky, you up.
Sorry.
Why did it get so real? Why?
Becky, you old dirty girl.
Just shut it.
Yeah. I'll switch it. Bobby, why you keep
there you go.
Keep choking on all that ooze, boy.
Why is it light green? What the fuck?
Yeah. Bro.
That shit glow in the dark.
That shit, boy. Bro, I haven't had a lot of times when I was like nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when I get in front of the stage or I have to talk to a group of students, usually get sweaty. If I have to look back at the board, I start to freak out a little bit, start to really lose where I'm at. Then I get more nervous because I'm like, this is embarrassing. So I just like to go up there and go and wing it. It's all technically organized, but I'm still winging it. But her anxiety in that moment and the way it looked, the way it sounded was perfect. Now, the nausea and how much the projectile vomiting was everywhere, probably not that realistic. Most people are going to leave, go to the restroom, puke, or leave, go to the restroom, and just dry heave.
Mm-hmm.
Spence, I don't know. Have you ever like had to dry heave because you're anxious or freaking out or scared?
No, I mainly get like sweaty, or I have to go pee. Like,
yeah,
I get like nervous pee.
No, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get nervous pee.
Yeah. Or I get like a really big like pit in my stomach, something like that.
Yeah.
But nothing like I've never been close to really like puking or anything like that. It's mainly been like, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Yep.
And then I do it and I'm like, wasn't that bad.
Nah.
Still sweating, but it wasn't that bad.
I'm a sweaty pig, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You know? So like yesterday, because folks know I've been trying to get new jobs and become like directors and bosses and had a beautiful opportunity, didn't come through. So this podcast will release probably like 3 to 4 weeks out from when I got this bad news at the end of January. And so I got the email when I was at the doctor's appointment with my father that, hey, so we regret to inform you, like, we're not going to select you. And this is something like if second interviews, everything went lovely. They do your references, like you pretty much were guaranteed the job. And then all of a sudden you don't get the job.
Yeah.
And so it was a punch in the stomach and I got it. And we hopped in the car and went to the doctor's office. I'm replying to it. Dad's getting his blood drawn. And I'm replying to it. And I had to go to the car, get his water. And I could feel myself like, what? And it just like, I was woozy and shaky. So I was dissociated the entire day. Me and Spencer have already done podcasts on dissociations.
Yep.
They're not all bad. As we talk to our good friend, Lived Experiences Educator, that's on Instagram, not all dissociations or delusions are bad, right? And not all of them are terrifying. Not all of them need to be medicated. Not all of them are harmful for you or other individuals. So it's not something I fear. So I went through that day kind of, dissociated, kind of wobbly, delusional. And I remember even being in the doctor's office when the doc was talking, I could feel it. Then I got home and ate some food and I felt a little bit better. And I was texting Spencer and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And then I start crying and then I start getting nauseous again. It's like my dad would always say, it's like getting kicked in the balls. Or it's like when you get punched in the stomach. I don't remember what movie it is. He's like, punch me in the stomach so I puke. I've never puked in my entire life.
Oh, that was
Punched me in the jejunum. Is that Will Ferrell?
The jejunum. That was semi-pro.
Okay, it is semi-pro. Yep.
With Will Ferrell.
Yep.
Will Ferrell. Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Jejunum.
Dude, I felt like I got punched right in the stomach. And just talking about it now, I'm starting to knot up a little bit. Not emotional, just like weird stomach vibe.
Yeah.
But many humans get nauseous. And that's because the first mass storage of serotonin is in your brain. And so that's why folks will get tense or the headaches. They get a little woozy, a little dissociated. And then the nausea stuff, the second biggest storage is in your tum-tum. So when that starts to go, that means you really wigging out. Now, that nausea, that pit, the butterflies, some people call it the bees because they're stinging in their tummy. This is an anxiety-based symptom. So it's very accurate in which they've shown. Many of us get it for many different performance things, many different things when others are watching us. But I got it yesterday just because of the loss. It's almost like traumatic. It was almost like a grief, like something that technically was like somewhat promised and then just gone. And so you go through this emotional reckoning where you're trying to stabilize and like, what the fuck just happened? And I told a lot of you, I'm not going to be well. I was only bad for one day. Only very bad for one day. And it was a bad day. Now I'm good at moving to the next day, the next play, but most folks probably suffer in this for a while. I've got no reason to suffer. Life is very good. I'm very privileged. Economically, I'm good. My father's okay. Bill's okay. You know, I got good money. I just bought a new phone. I've never had a good phone my entire life. Never had a good phone. I just finally bought one, the Spencer, the Ultra thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So like first phone ever. Right. I just got a new tablet. Like life is good. I'm losing a little bit of weight, not because I want to lose weight, but just I want to get, put on some mass and like do yoga. Life is good. You're healthy. Colin's healthy. The baby's healthy. I could give a fuck really about anything else. And my father knows that. He's angry and disappointed. I think at the end, I didn't even really care too much about the job. I just wanted it so he could be happy. And he'll hear this. I literally just wanted it so he can be happy. It would have been an awesome job, but like he would have been so fucking proud and excited. But at the end of the day, I really just need to open up my own business and do my own thing and welcome in my people and do what Lakeith's done, all the dopamine's done. There's a lot of folks that do their own therapy. Well, I should do that.
Yeah.
I don't like responding to people and having to educate all these people. I want to hire my own good people, which we're going to get into the next clip. I'm tired of being looked at as a mutant. As a mutant. And then Spencer said some lovely things to me yesterday. Thankfully, I wasn't in a horrific place where I hated myself. Spencer's like, hey, man, you got it. You're different. People love you. Remember that. Students, clients love you. And, you might not be accepted, but it is what it is. But a lot of people fucking love you. And I knew that. It was nice for him to say it, too. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
A worser version of me not only would have needed that more, but also probably wouldn't have listened to it. I know what you said was true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good. I'm on a very good development, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I do feel like a mutant. I won't be accepted in a certain world, and it makes me nauseous. It makes me hate the system. It makes me hate a lot of this fake wokeness where everyone wants to hire people of color, but you really don't want to hire people of color. You want to hire some folks that, are of color, but they code switch so much that they're pretty much white. You want to hire people that don't talk back. You want to hire people that just go with things, and I'll go with some things, but also I told you, like, I'm gonna call it like it is. And I called a couple of people out in the meetings too that, maybe the reason why I didn't get the job. As folks know or don't know, I did an 11-hour interview, traveled there. They probably spent like $2,000 on me between dinners, gas, hotel. right? So, I was at the finish line. And so I'm thinking about this nausea, and I'm watching this movie as like something for me to relax and calm down yesterday. It's perfect timing to watch a Ninja Turtles mutant and then April O'Neil just puking her fucking guts up. I was like, ooh, I feel this.
Yeah.
And it was something super nostalgic, this Turtles movie, that brought a lot of joy and love from the cartoons to the live action to then the newer ones with like Megan Fox was in and all that. I mean, I fucking enjoyed it. Well, I don't fucking care because it's fucking Turtles.
Yeah, those are actually pretty dope movies. Not gonna lie, they're actually pretty good.
The animation's fucking awesome. Yeah, the CGI is awesome.
Yeah, they did actually a really good job on those, and they did a good job with the second one too, with Bebop and all them. Like they did a really good job.
Bebop, Rocksteady, the little brain dude.
Yeah, and I think those should have got a little bit more credit than they should have. But it was by Michael Bay, so people are gonna be like, "Oh,
yeah, I know."
God,
Hey,
another
man,
Transformers."
It felt kind of Transformer-y, but that shit was exciting.
Yeah.
Love the Turtles. So the Turtles would probably be my version of how Sonny talked about dinosaurs.
Okay.
I can't be fucking unhappy watching Turtles.
But where did it kind of start with the Ninja Turtles
Cartoons.
for you? Cartoons?
Yep, watching the cartoons.
And what kind of got you into it? Just because they were like cool Ninja Turtles?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Motherfuckers was tearing up pizza.
There you go.
Hey, you a fat kid in Michigan and Little Caesars everywhere, you tearing some pizza up.
We tearing it up.
I'm tearing it up. What Pop say? Pop, 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 pop. Or maybe that wasn't Pops. Maybe that was the uncle on next Friday.
Bang, bang, bang.
No, it was bang, bang, bang. I think it was the uncle that was the next one. He goes pop, 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 pop. One of them says pop, pop, pop.
All right, what do you say, man? What do you say? All right.
Yeah, it was the uncle, but maybe the uncle was saying bang, 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 bang.
He probably did.
Hey, bang, 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 Maria, Maria, bang, bang, bang. All right. So yeah, we're just a very good thing. So we can transition to the next scene. Spence, what was your opinion on the ADHD scene?
I guess that's exactly what we do when we get in our zones. And I mean, this is probably same story we tell when me and you were just going full on autistic. And Colin was the one who was just like, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" The quietest dude in the group just told us to shut up.
And then we got Salim all revved up, and Salim's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It was perfect. It was the best.
It was
That
awesome.
hilarious. That was great.
And
But yeah, I think that's what I kind of see. I see that in us, but then also I see just
Go ahead.
just how Gen Z is now. Just like bacon, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese. I feel like it's different for us because we don't record it.
Yeah.
Right. We don't record it. We can just leave those moments to like what they are as just our moments. And it'd probably be funny if we did record those things, right? But in some ways, then I think you're also kind of putting on a show.
Yeah, and it's not
and
real.
It's not as genuine as it could be,
Yeah.
right? So then you're just kind of being like, well, we're gonna have this camera on everybody and do some funny shit,
Yeah.
and then it
Fake.
kind of forces you to be funny in a way. And I think that's kind of where we are right now. And I think that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to be like popular and they're trying
Performative.
to get people's attention and perform, but they weren't being themselves. They were just being what they think people want them to be.
Valid. Yeah, because they wanted to film it. So if you're relating it to folks with ADHD, cognitively, it would be their brain. So this is internally happening in their brain. All this, So what's your favorite food? Bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Pop, Timberlands, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Timberland.
Right? And it was just so much wild shit. And I'm like, I literally do that by myself. Like I've had that full on like autistic verbal like Tourette.
Yeah.
Student come in the other day. I said, I got Tourette's. You got, oh yeah, you got ticks. I got these other ticks too. And says, what are you talking about? Verbal ones. Oh, you got verbal ones? What you be saying? It was like, then they just said some really inappropriate shit, bro.
Of course they did.
I was like, damn, this like Tourette's like from Deuce Bigelow.
I saw a documentary on that where like a little girl like would just yell the N word and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, first of all, where did you hear that word? You just don't pick up that word. Like it just doesn't.
I think white people like is written in the Bible.
There it is.
You need to know this word, honey.
He has thou a knit.
Oh my God. You're right. It's so intrusive. So a lot of folks on the spectrum will have either tics or Tourette's. They could be physical. They could be, mental, intrusive thoughty, but sometimes they're verbal, or sometimes it'll come out as like echolalia, where you'll repeat something under your breath. So if someone says bacon, egg, and cheese, then you'll be like bacon, egg, and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you hear something, if you're thinking something, then you'll repeat it over and over and over. So if you get excited and you're like, oh yeah, then I gotta do this. So kind of like I know he's not autistic, but in the Rain Man, when he's like Wapner's on at 8, Wapner's on at 8, Wapner's on at 8, and he keeps good and repetitive like that. It's very true, very accurate. Some folks will be like that. I know Celine repeats his agenda to me like 50 times a day. I know that when I get something stuck in my head, I'll just scream it out loud when I'm walking in or out of work. And I told the client that too. And I'll just look. All right, no one's here. And then I'll be like, yeet. And I'll just like full on like swoop and dab. It's pretty bad. I'll just be talking to myself like really loudly. And I'm like, this is so autistic right now. I remember a human I was working with a long time ago, autistic, tons of trauma and schizophrenic. And I saw them walking around on campus and they're just like full blown, just talking to themselves out loud, kind of like rocking as they were like talking. And they look kind of scary. They look kind of like delusional. Like, people probably think that they're like losing their shit. They're crazy. And, but it's super common for a lot of folks on the spectrum to get into that repetitive behavior, either when they're excited, maybe when they're nervous, or when they're thinking about something they get locked on. For me, it can be at any time. Spencer knows when I get something in my head, like I can't shut the fuck up.
7.
I don't even know what it is. The other day was like some random movie quote or like some song, and you're like, Jay, shut the. Today was the thunderstick thing. That's all I could think of, was just like thick old sticks.
You never said thick before.
I said thick many a times a day.
All right, well.
Yeah, he got that.
I start sweating once I hear it.
The thunder drill.
Thunder drill?
Yeah, I'm thinking of those things that break up concrete to cement.
Oh.
That motherfucker, he got that concrete breaker.
A jackhammer?
He got that jackhammer.
Jesus.
That motherfucker thunder. I can't believe I just. That was so intrusive. That was so intrusive.
It better be. It better not be thoughtful. Like, you better not think about that. And be like, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it.
I planned this out, folks.
I already know. Pop's like,
Well. Hey,
why you gotta be gay?
It always come down to this. Hey, it is what it is.
Is it?
I can hear him out there grunting. He's already depressed. Son of a bitch.
It's always a deflating.
And his stomach protrudes out. It's like his beard gets lower. Like how your beard dip into your coffee. That motherfucker. What was we talking about? Oh, Tourette's. Oh man, so it gets stuck in my head, certain things, and so It's interesting how ADHD can manifest in some folks. Some are really able to hold it in and to mask it, and then others go full buck wild. I think that when you get a bunch of individuals like me and Spence, throwing Celine when he's going a little fucking weirdo crazy, we can stir that pot real good.
Yeah.
Celine just be giggling, and then we and you just start roasting him. And then next thing you know, he's farting, I'm laughing, crying, right? I'm diapering. Spence is like gassed out,
Yeah. Yeah, it's great when we get on a roll. It's hilarious.
It is. I know we overstimulate a lot of people. Poor Dom. She's been overstimulated so many times.
Always, every time. She gets so tired. Just so tired.
Poor Dom. Shout out to the women that support us. Real quick. Shout out to the women that support us.
True. Very true.
All we got is Dom.
I know. That's it. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's all we need. We need one black woman.
No.
It's a strong black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're trying to be.
Yeah. While she currently dies in a graduate program.
I know. And he's trying to get like stronger than me. And I'm just like, don't come at the king. Don't do it.
Don't come at the king?
Don't come at the king.
Don't come at it. I'll put the
I'll throw you in the snow real quick.
I'll thunder hammer drive you.
Oh no.
No. I'm sorry, Dom. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
She's
She'll be like, yes, he does.
Oh my God. Now I'm grossed out.
Turn it back on you.
Remember being nauseous earlier?
Yeah.
Again, ADHD, we're kind of doing one of those moments now, and we're doing it kind of on purpose, but not on purpose. It's wonderful to be people that you're with that don't make you feel like a mutant, where you're like, this is normal, this is congruent, this is parallel play. This is what I've been looking for my entire life. Just before this, me and Spencer were talking about, race and, how I feel like I'm never brown enough or I'm never white enough. I don't meet the check boxes for certain things, and I'm not professional enough for other things. And Spence knows is being biracial, right? It's just hard to fit in here. It's hard to fit in there. It's hard to be too cool. It's hard to be not preppy enough. It's just fucked up world. And I look back at all my life, and it turns out all my friends, didn't matter what their identity was, the core foundation was that they were autistic. I think that brought me a lot of peace later in life. I think that you saying the message yesterday also solidified this is who you are, your anchor. This is what you walk through as a man, as a person, as a son, as a friend. Being different means that you might not be accepted in some of these places. Whether it be ADHD and me being out of pocket on this podcast, being out of pocket at work and saying funny things, it is what it is. People know my identity. They know the love that I have. They know the love that Spencer has. They know who we are. They know in good faith that we have their backs and that we love them. If we are teasing them, then that means we do love them. If we are even communicating with you, that means we love you. You know if I don't like you, because I'm giving you short responses and I ain't talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot for me not to talk to you. So if I really don't like you, then
yeah,
you'll know.
You'll know.
You'll know.
You won't know who I am. So
no.
Yeah.
He's still quiet.
Yeah.
Because they don't like you, bitch.
Yeah. What was it, Thanos? He's like, I don't even know who you are.
What's it?
I think he said that, right?
Yeah.
They say something. He's like, yeah, don't you know who I am? I'm Peter Quill. This and that. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know.
Yeah. I don't know. We get into this mutant scene.
Mm-hmm.
This one is interesting. I told you it reminds me of the Spider-Man 3 with Electro. Or no, maybe it's Spider-Man.
There's the second one.
Second one. It's the second
Amazing
one of the second, of the second verse.
With
Garfield?
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield, yeah.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man is at like talking to Gwen or some shit like that, or he's talking to a white girl. He trying to date a white girl.
Gwen Stacy.
He
Yeah.
trying to don't like him. And he just yeah, well, gonna ruin his life. So
Hey, let me just say, all the women that caused problems in Peter's life, white women. Just saying.
We found it.
Let me just say, I'm just saying, the one that didn't, black cat.
Black cat.
She got something going on. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
She's not fully white.
What he needs is a thunder stick. He just mutes his microphone. He turns his camera off. I'm done with it.
End call.
End call. Disconnected. Funny story is Spencer actually didn't quite like one of our guests, and he was begging me just to cancel my internet. He's like, call Charter and cancel your shit.
I was literally just like, just blame your Wi-Fi. It cuts out before.
That's it.
You can do it this time. I was pretty much right.
Do it, Nas.
I was right.
It was
Let's
funny.
be honest.
Yeah, it is what it is. But we talk Electro. So Electro gets out into the public, and everyone's like taking photos of him. And it's in Times Square, and he's seeing he's the bad guy, he's the villain, and he's just looking at everything. And then they got all these sniper rifles on him. It reminded me of that scene and how therapeutic I've shown that scene about racism technically, and I used Electro as it. And now here you are with these mutants. Everyone hates them. They want to lock them up or test them, experiment on them. They'll never be accepted. It makes me think of queer people. Makes me think of Arabs, Palestinians. Makes me think of Mexicans. They're all rapists and murderers. Makes me think of any immigrant. Anyone that's different. But not us. And so they must be vilified. They must be killed. They must be ostracized. They must be bused to a different state, country. Makes me think of that. It makes me think of a lot of folks on the spectrum that are ADHD with mental health issues, fat. They're like, hey, you don't belong here. It's like, why? Well, you don't look good. You're not thin enough. You're so fat that you're ugly. It's like, oh, that's nice. And I know people think that. Why? Because I've thought that. And I've had fat phobic fucking feelings and thoughts before. And I know other people hold those same core things where thinness is pretty. And so it makes me think about a lot of different things. It makes me think about yesterday. I already talked about it. It makes me think about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm good. I'm not changing who I am. I told Spence a long time ago, I'm not changing who I am. Spence knows it. He's not changing who he is either. We're not changing the podcast. We're not doing shit different. Pops asked me, and Colin asked me, he said, would you stop the podcast? Would you quit it if they told you to quit? And I said, no. I said, the podcast has given me something to do for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Last 2.5 years. Right? Even during COVID and all that, give me something to do, give me something to look forward to. I've met so many cool people. And it's grown, and it's... No. Wouldn't quit it. And so I'm not saying I'm going to always be an asshole or unprofessional. I'm just saying that there's things that I hold in my identities that I'm not changing no matter what. And so if people see me as a mutant or the bad guy, so be it. As long as I know that I'm loving people and taking care of people and protecting people, if my eccentricities or stimming or out-of-pocket comments or, Spence teasing here and there, or maybe if it's our masculinity or, whatever it is, maybe for me swearing, I'm not changing it. Not changing it. Unless it hurts an individual. But if I ain't hurting no one and people are actively loving and living with me and clients are feeding from me and learning from me and being nourished from me, drink from me.
Can you milk a turtle?
Can you milk a turtle? Well, and they actually get milked in here, so I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, they milk the shit out of them. It literally says milking machine. Hey, please clip this. They milk the shit out these turtles. The shit come right out.
I'll do my best to find this. Probably won't be hard.
It probably won't be hard. You ever milk a turtle? They're making some. You gotta watch the movie.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, it's so funny when it comes full circle. He's like, I told you they milk you.
You're right, Dad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They were like, we can't tell Dad that we got milked. And then he breaks in. Does that say milking machine? Jesus. Like, why? Fucking Seth Rogen. But I'm not changing. And I don't want any of you wonderful individuals listening to us, the few hundred folks that watch us weekly. Don't change. If you need to refine this or that to maybe get a job, but don't lose yourself. Don't completely mask. Don't give up on your identity, who you are. Maybe you're a good person. Maybe you're funny. Maybe you're intellectual. Maybe you're kind. Maybe you're quiet. Maybe you're a good listener. I would not change those identities. Maybe you're queer. Maybe you're trans. Maybe you're fat. Maybe you're very thin. Maybe you're ginger. Hey, maybe you're Karen. Maybe you're DeBrickashaw.
Soulless motherfuckers.
Yeah, soulless motherfuckers.
Fucking gingers.
To be fair, every ginger, every redhead I've ever met has always been very kind.
Oh, they have no choice. They have to be.
They're just faking it. It's actually the devil.
It might be.
It might be, son of a bitch. Chucky, for
like,
Chucky,
yeah, I'll
who's
be
bad.
your friend. I'll be your friend. Gotcha, you bitch.
Gotcha. Going straight. Haram. Infidel. Satanist. The other day, one of my students said, I said, yeah, you should go into this. What is it? What, astrology? Not astrology. That's that weird shit, the moon cycle shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anthropology. It was anthropology. And they go on in anthropology. That's a good career, man. So, you know, studying people, populations, humans. They said, my parents said it was Satanism. It's like, Jesus Christ, kid. What the fuck?
God, there really are Bobby Boucher parents around here.
There are. They're the devil.
They're the devil. Anthropology is the
They're
devil.
the devil. They don't play no football. They're the devil.
Yeah,
Why you say,
girls are the devil.
Women the devil.
What am I supposed to do, Mom? What am I supposed to do? I have urges, for God's sakes.
I have urges. Mine's solely pizza, but you know.
Well, I mean,
hey,
looks real steamy.
Yeah, I can't believe people say that shit, bro.
That's crazy.
How do you hold your identities? I feel so sorry for some of my clients. Like, how do you hold the identity of wanting to be intelligent or wanting to be this or that, or stand up for this or that, or believe in this or that, or identify as this or that, and your parents like, that's the devil. Like, how do you combat that?
You either, it's like two things. Either you can confront them, or you can just fucking go.
You just run.
Because it's like,
Yep.
or you just keep on faking it like you're a dumbass.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Until the day you die.
They're the devil. Yep.
Yeah. I believe in that. It's
a lot of my clients do.
Yeah. If you can't be yourself, it's just like, you can't be yourself to your parents. Like, that's just crazy.
Crazy. It's right. I'm privileged because I'm talking about the jobs and like white folks. You know, we talking about people, family members that think that they're mutants because they're queer, because they're trans, you know, because they're, you know, furries or whatever. I don't mean, they're like, you know, you're horrible. I'm like, oh man, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's tough counseling them kids, man. Sitting there with empathy and compassion, but then helping them build the tools to combat the parents or to find other better people in their lives that do pump them up, that do support them, that do validate them, that do affirm them. So when the shit gets rough with the parents, I do actually help them find ways, but it is tough, man. To be labeled as a mutant, tough. We just did a podcast on Ted that launched the week before. And you said he had no friends, Spence, right? He said even the kid that was getting his ass kicked, bullied, was like, get the fuck out of here, Jen.
Yeah. Well, look at this bitch. I'm not going to bring it up. But yeah, it was just the kid getting bullied.
He was disabled, wasn't he?
No, he was Jewish. Patrick Stewart in the beginning is just like, there's this great time of the year where all these bullies in Boston just beat up the Jewish kids.
Oh my God.
I don't think he said the great times. He just said the times of the year where the bullies beat up the Jewish kids.
Jesus. Even the Jewish kid's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. The kid getting his ass. And he was a ginger too. So
Jesus. I know a couple. It reminds me of the podcast that we did on that Robin Williams. Was it Sam? No. It was when he was the big ass kid.
Yeah, Sam.
Was it?
Wait.
No,
Jack.
Jack. There you go. Jack. Yep.
Yep.
Where he's getting bullied by all these kids, and it's like horrific, and even the nerdy kids are like gross, and you're this or that. You're ape. You're a mutant. I think they said that. Like, you got hair on your knuckles. He's like, so
yeah. To
be bullied by people like that, to not be accepted in the workplace, in your profession, in your neighborhood because of racism, homophobia, it's just horrific. It's horrific. So hopefully all of you can find people that affirm you, that validate you. Hopefully this podcast does some of that, even though obviously we say some funny shit, sideways stuff. You know that we support everyone, and that we're trying to bring smiles, to change minds, to bring self-compassion. So that scene, I thought it was wonderful. I thought it tapped into a lot of emotions for me yesterday, a lot of rage. But then you see Leo, which is Spencer's fucking guy, that puts on his fucking leader pants and does his thing and like started using strengths-based like a therapist would. Like, you know what? You're really good at this. And like, you use your anger. And then he uses anger and they're like, you need to go to therapy.
It's like, you can't have both. All right. Let me do my thing. All right.
Hey, I'm angry or I'm in therapy.
Which one?
What do you want?
And I'm pretty sure there's no therapist that's going to be seeing a big ass turtle. Just saying.
Hey, if you do, I'm milking it. So. Jesus Christ. I'm joking, people. I would never milk a turtle on this podcast.
I'm glad. I'm really glad I'm not doing a podcast with a milker.
I'm milking good. Real good. Okay. And then they write that last scene is just April just puking again. So I wanted to tie it together. Even though you may work on some shit and you think that you're better, and then you get put in that same position, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna puke, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit is the fan.
But hey, you know what? It was less puke.
It was less. And they still did their thing. They just puked afterwards, but they still did their thing. And then they got their shit back together and they finished. This is what we call puke and rally.
Oh my God. Can you explain to us what a puke and rally is?
Okay. Puke and rally is when you drink so much, people, that you have to puke to get some of the alcohol out, and then you feel a little bit more sober, and then you continue to drink. I've done that a few times. I need to get the devil's in me. I gotta get the devil out of me.
Now give me more devil juice.
Yes, give me that more devil's milk.
There's gonna be so many milking clips.
I know. I just
you're gonna throw off Opus. It's gonna be like, wow, we really talking about milking here.
I know. Have you ever been milked?
Oh my God.
Don't answer that.
Don't let me answer.
Yeah, don't answer that.
Well.
Yeah, this PG-13. I think you can milk a prostate.
All right, let's end this show before.
Let's wrap it up. I was in a movie. It's like squishing a blueberry.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
it's like the Doritos chip clippers.
All right, people. Thank you everybody for watching this milking episode of the Different Spectrum Podcast. Thanks for joining us. Go look at our collaborators, get discounts. Look in the description down below.
Sponsored by Whole Milk.
Oh God, fuck you. Go if you have Paramount, go check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they also have like the old ones on there too. So go check those out as well because they're great nostalgia. But yeah, I'm Spencer. That's Nas. Different Spectrums Podcast.
All right, everyone. Much love and milk. And remember to take care of yourselves.
I don't.
And that milk's up to you. See everybody.
Go fuck yourself.